Welcome back everyone to another episode of Eager English. In today's episode, it's going to be a little different. It's not quite the phrasal verb video that you might expect, but it's a video solely on expressions. So this will be interesting. It's only on expressions, and it's only on expressions of a certain verb, which is to be. What is to be? Well, it's quite the most important verb in the English language, and in, quite frankly, any language that you learn, you need to know to be. And I know you're probably thinking, wait, if to be so important, then why are we learning the expressions? Aren't there like hundreds? Well, yeah, there's about hundreds of thousands of probably expressions, but there's only a selected few that are used in everyday life. And I picked and chose those for you guys to teach here. So the first expression with to be has to do with time, has to do with tense. It is to be about to. So if you're about to do something, that means you're almost doing something. You're on the point, on the brink of doing something. You're about to do it. For example, you should tell her she's about to leave. So tell her your information, she's almost gone. The second example, I'm glad you gave me this. I was about to buy another one. So I almost bought another one of these that you just gave me, but thankfully you gave it to me, so no, I don't have to buy it. So the next expression has a lot of nuance in it. What is nuance? Well, nuance is just very, 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 very fine detail. It's detail that is very helpful if you know it, but you don't have to actually know how to use it. It's just, it changes slightly the meaning. So what is the expression? It is to be supposed to. So to be supposed to, it's kind of a weird construction of supposed and to be. Well, it means to need to, but not exactly. It kind of means to should, like should do something, but you need to be doing this. So, for example, you're supposed to be at school right now. So you should be at school, but not as in a suggestion, as in you need to be at school. So you're supposed to be at school. You have no other choice. You need to be doing this. As long as you get the basic understanding of it, you should be fine. Now, this next expression with to be is to be due to. Now, to be due to has almost the exact same definition of the previous expression, you're to be supposed to. So, what's the difference? Well, to be supposed to is very, very, very colloquial, very casual. While to be due to is used in formal contexts, kind of like maybe dealing with transportation or dealing with meetings, things like that. It's in very much more formal context. For example, the plane is due to take off at noon. So the plane needs to be leaving at noon. It should be leaving at noon. But you would only hear this in more formal contexts and never among daily conversation. The next expression is to be meant to. This means that it's purposed to be something. For example, this dog's meant to help people when they're sad. So this dog's purpose is to help people when they're sad. So this dog's meant to help people. This dog's purpose, that's all it means. The next expression is to be used to. So not to be used to, it's to be used. The pronunciation is a little bit different. To be used to. So to be used to do something is to be comfortable, or it's the usual. It's the usual of doing something. For example, I'm really used to waking up late. So usually I wake up late. I am accustomed to wake up late. That's what used to means. The next expression is to be fed up. You guys might know this expression because it is a very cinematic expression. People really use it when they want to be, very expressive. It means to not like something anymore, or it just means to be filled with tension against this particular thing. It could be an action or it could be a noun. For example, I'm fed up with my statistics class. So I don't like it anymore. I am just tired of doing the things in there, whatever it may be. The next expression, to be over. So to be over means quite literally to be fed up. It's almost just synonymous with the previous expression. So it means to not like something, or it means to just be fed up. For example, she's over the relationship. So she doesn't like the relationship anymore, she's fed up, she doesn't like it. And you can use this with any sort of noun. You could be over anything. Another example is, she's over you. So she's in a way fed up with you. She's done dealing with you. That's what that means. She's done just with you. She's over you. That's it. Stop thinking about her. She's over you. Right. So the next expression, to be cut out for. Okay, there's a lot going on here. So to be cut out for. So we have two prepositions in here, but they're just used right side by side. It's not hard. Just keep them together and you'll be fine. So the definition is to be able to do something, or to be the purpose to do something. Let's see if you understand with the example. They should be fired. They're not cut out for this job. So they are not able to do this job. Their purpose is not this job. So to be cut out for means that you do something well. So if you're not cut out for something, then that means you're not good at that. You're not able to do that. The next expression is to be down. So not the preposition down, but it's very figurative and it means to be sad. So the example is, anything his friend said to him made him feel down. So I know that this is not using the verb to be, it's using the verb to feel, but you can use this in any sense, like I'm happy, I feel happy. I'm down, I feel down. So that's where this comes from. The next expression is to be all ears. It means to want to listen. So not just you're listening to something, it means that you want to listen to something. For example, you think I'm not interested, but I'm all ears. So you think I'm not interested, but I want to listen to you. I'm intrigued in this conversation. I'm all ears. Talk to me all you want. The next expression is to be a sight for sore eyes. So this is my favorite expression because it's used in like the older generations, but it's really expressive. The definition is to be pleased with something. It means to be comfortable with what you're describing. For example, isn't this castle a sight for sore eyes? So isn't this castle just so beautiful per se? Isn't it so pleasing to look at? That's what that means. It makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel pleased. The next expression is to be fond of something. Now, this is a very good expression to use. All it means is to like something. That's all it means. To be fond of something, to like something. So, for example, I was quite fond of the results, but now not so much. So, I liked the results in the past. I was fond of them, but now I don't. The next expression, to be good at something. So, you would think, how are you? Hi, I'm good. So, it's not this good. It's when you're good at something. So you need that preposition at, and then it could be anything. It could be quite literally anything, a noun or a verb. For example, you guys are so good at that. So that means you do that really well. It only means that you do something well, But if you want to say it otherwise, you could say you're good at something. You're good at playing video games. You're good at playing that instrument. You're good. You're good at doing that. Alright, and that is the end of the video. Just kidding. Did you really think that this was the end of the video without some exercises? What would the language learning process be without exercises? So of course we got you some. So how this is going to go is a little bit different than usual. I'm going to provide you a sentence, a complete sentence, and then I'm going to give you time to pause and think about how you can substitute a part of that sentence in with the expressions that we just learned. So there's not going to be any filling in the blank. It's going to be changing the sentence, the verb, with something else in the expressions. And let's see what you guys can get out of that. I'm excited for this. So let's get to it. So the first example is, I want to hear what you have to say. So how could you say this in expression terms? All right, so how you can say this in expression terms is, I'm all ears. Simply, I'm all ears, which already implies that you want to listen to what they have to say. Next exercise. I almost ate all your food until you stopped me. So you could say, I was about to eat all your food until you stopped me. So the almost in the past, I almost did something, you could say, I was about to, and then put the verb in present tense. So I was about to eat all your food. The next exercise, I don't like how she treats you. So you can actually say this in a lot of different ways. So I would accept, I'm fed up with how she treats you. Because I'm just like, there's just tension and I just really don't like it anymore. So I'm fed up with how she treats you. You could also say, I'm over how she treats you. I'm over it. Because that means you don't like it anymore. You're done. And there's another way. And the last way that you can say this is, I'm not fond of how she treats you. So you could also say that because being fond of something means you like it. So if you're not fond of something, that means you don't like it. So points to you if you used fond. The next exercise is, why aren't you helping your grandma? So overall, why aren't you helping your grandma? That means that you have a purpose, right? That means you have a purpose to do something. So you're supposed to be helping your grandma. You could say that. You're supposed to be helping your grandma. Or aren't you supposed to be helping your grandma? Isn't your purpose to be helping your grandma right now? And given this sense of purpose, you could say it another way too. You could say, you're meant to help your grandma, aren't you? Or aren't you meant to help your grandma? Saying it this way is a little funky, even though that's true. I did say if your purpose is something, you could use meant, but this just sounds a little weird. You're meant to help your grandma, aren't you? But it makes sense. So if you're ever caught between meant to or supposed to, if you're talking about a person, it's usually supposed to. That's used like 99% of the time. The last exercise. She sings so well. This one's easy. It's she's good at singing or she's so good at singing. It means the same thing, and more people would actually say she's so good at singing rather than she sings well, because really nobody uses well anymore. It's just good, 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 good. Thank you guys for staying until the end of this episode. This was a good one. This was a really good one, and I really suggest you guys to just try to use these expressions in any context that you possibly can, because they're so good. Because honestly, in the exercises that we just did, they are all used so often. So stick around for more Eager English content, and don't hesitate to put anything in the comments, clarification, suggestions, and see you next time. Bye.